There's a running joke on the internet that orange cats share one single brain cell. You've seen the memes, the videos. An orange cat staring at a wall for 45 minutes. An orange cat falling off a table it had no business being on. An orange cat eating something that isn't even food. And honestly, it's funny. But here's what nobody's talking about. Behind that goofy, clumsy, nobody's home exterior, there is something going on with orange cats that is genuinely different from other cats. Something behavioral, something hormonal, something that scientists have actually studied. And when you understand it, you'll realize that orange cats aren't stupid at all. They're playing a completely different game. Today, we're diving into the real psychology of orange cats, the science, the behavior, and the evolutionary strategy that makes them one of the most fascinating animals in your house. Let's get into it. First, let's talk about why color matters at all. Because here's something most people don't realize. In cats, coat color isn't just about appearance. It's genetically linked to other traits, including behavior and temperament. The gene responsible for orange fur in cats is called the O gene, and it sits on the X chromosome. This is important because male cats only have one X chromosome, they get XY. They only need one copy of the O gene to be orange. Female cats have two X chromosomes, so they need two copies. This is why roughly 80% of orange cats are male. It's not a coincidence, it's genetics. And here's where it gets interesting. Testosterone. Male cats, especially intact ones, are already behaviorally different from females. More territorial, more bold, more prone to risk-taking. Now flood a population with 80% males, and you've got a color category that is overwhelmingly shaped by male cat psychology. So when people say orange cats are crazy or orange cats are fearless, they're not imagining things. They're observing a population that is heavily skewed toward more hormonally bold, risk-taking males. But that's just the beginning. Orange cats are genuinely bolder than other cats, and we have data on this. A study published in the Journal of Applied Animal Welfare Science surveyed thousands of cat owners about their cat's behavior, specifically aggression and temperament across different color coats, and orange cats consistently stood out. Not for aggression, that actually went to calico and tortoiseshell cats. Orange cats stood out for something else entirely. Friendliness, approachability, tolerance. Owner after owner described their orange cats as unusually social, unusually affectionate, and unusually comfortable around strangers. They were the cats most likely to flop onto their backs in front of someone they just met. The cats most likely to walk straight up to a dog twice their size. The cats most likely to let a toddler grab their tail and just sit there. Now, from a survival standpoint, this is insane behavior. A truly wild animal should be cautious, skittish, calculated. So why would orange cats evolve to be this reckless? Because it's not reckless. It's a strategy. This is where the dark psychology comes in. Let me ask you something. If you walked into an animal shelter right now and there were 10 cats, and one of them walked right up to the glass, flopped onto its back, and started purring before you even opened the cage, which cat are you taking home? The orange one. Every time. And this is exactly what researchers think is happening on an evolutionary level. Orange cats may have developed their bold, overly friendly, seemingly dumb behavior because it works on humans. This concept is called self-domestication selection. Animals that display traits humans find appealing, friendliness, approachability, playfulness, tolerance, get fed more, get sheltered more, get adopted more, and ultimately survive more. The goofy behavior isn't a malfunction, it's a feature. Think about what an orange cat's personality actually accomplishes. They approach you, so you don't have to work to bond with them. They tolerate handling, so children, strangers, and other pets aren't a problem. They're playful and clumsy, so you film them, share them online, and create a cultural obsession that makes more people want orange cats. The internet didn't create the orange cat phenomenon. The orange cat created the internet phenomenon. And there's actually a historical layer to this. A 2023 survey in France found that orange cats were among the most likely to be adopted from shelters and among the least likely to be returned. Meanwhile, black cats, who tend to be more cautious and reserved, are statistically the least likely to be adopted. The friendly cat gets the home. The cautious cat waits. Orange cats figured out the algorithm of human psychology thousands of years before the internet existed. So what about the one brain cell thing? Are orange cats actually dumb? Short answer, no, not even close. What orange cats are is disinhibited, and that's a very different thing than being unintelligent. Disinhibition in psychology means a reduced tendency to avoid risky or socially inappropriate behavior. It doesn't mean you can't think. It means you don't overthink it. You act first, you assess later. A gray tabby cat might see a cucumber on the counter and think, "That's unfamiliar, I should be cautious." An orange cat sees the same cucumber and thinks, "I wonder if I can fight it." That's not stupidity, that's low behavioral inhibition, and it's actually linked to elevated confidence and exploratory behavior, traits that in the wild lead to discovering new food sources, new territory, and new social connections. Researchers at the University of Lincoln who study feline personality have identified what they call the feline five major personality dimensions in cats. Two of them are boldness and sociability. Orange cats, by all behavioral accounts, score high on both. They're not dumb, they're just not afraid. And in a world full of cautious, calculating cats, the one who walks up to a human and says, "Hey, I'm yours now," wins the evolutionary lottery. And there's one more piece to this puzzle. Orange cats are significantly more likely to be overweight. This has actually been documented by veterinary studies, and when you understand everything we've just talked about, it makes perfect sense. They're friendlier, so they get more treats from humans. They're bolder, so they're more willing to beg. They're more social, so they end up in multi-person households where every family member thinks they're the only one feeding the cat. The orange cat isn't overeating because it's foolish. It's overeating because it has successfully manipulated every single person in the house into giving it food. That's not one brain cell behavior. That's strategic genius. So let's put this all together. Orange cats aren't sharing one brain cell. They're running an evolutionary strategy that has been refined over thousands of years, a strategy built on boldness, friendliness, disinhibition, and an almost supernatural ability to make humans fall in love with them. They act dumb because acting dumb works. You don't fear them, you don't ignore them, you film them, you feed them, you take them home and you let them sleep on your pillow. The orange cat is not the fool in this relationship. You are. If this video made you look at your orange cat differently, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want more videos breaking down the science behind animal behavior. And drop a comment telling me the dumbest thing your orange cat has ever done, because honestly, I need to hear it. I'll see you in the next one.